And hello, and thank you for joining us for Our Ventura TV. My name is MB Hanrahan, and today my guest is Ben. And Ben is here specifically because he was a participant in the demonstrations that occurred in Ventura, California, which, may I say, acknowledging the original people, the Shumash that lived in Ventura, the weekend of June 19th, 20th, 2020. Ben, what was the impetus with you and the people you knew to take a stand to remove the Father Serra sculpture in front of Ventura City Hall?
Yeah, so basically we think that we're living in like extraordinary times, and everything that's going on right now from like the uprising in Minneapolis, which inspired uprisings all around, the country and even around the world. We think that now is the time to act is now. The statue has been there since I think 1932 it was in its first, like the first iteration of it. The bronze one that's there currently has been there since 1989. It should have been down. It should have never been erected in front of City Hall to begin with. But it's not like the city or this isn't news to them. Like, they know that there's controversy around this. I think the first act of vandalism was like months after the bronze one was erected. I think even before that there was vandalism against like the concrete one that was there. So yeah, it shouldn't be a surprise to the city that there's like people who think that this is, a horrible monument to like the genocide that was committed against the first people here. I think that it's time for it to go, and especially with statues coming down all over the country and all over the world. It's time for Ventura to join that and to move into this future, this new stage of history.
Was there, and this is a sidebar, I mean, we had spoken off air. What, in your opinion, was the impetus to, or what was your impetus to work just as a straight up demonstration and not to try to like have talks or like sit down at the table with people and such like that?
Yeah. Well, so it was like amongst my friends, we'd been talking about this, since like the uprising started. And I think that we like, always as jokes, like, oh my God, like that needs to come down. Like, what are they doing? Blah, blah, blah. And then like once like they started taking them down, like in other places, like especially the South, like with Confederate monuments, but like, Confederates aren't the only racist people. They're the only like people who've like committed horrible crimes. We were talking about it, and we were like, yeah, this needs to come down. Like, if anything, we should like start a petition, blah blah blah, like a demonstration maybe. We were just like just in talks. And then like not last week, the week before last, I guess. Wait, today's Wednesday. Yeah, so 2 Thursdays ago. That's when we first noticed the petition that was circulating. And I'm pretty sure it was started that day, not positive, but I mean, it took off pretty much like in like the circles that we're in. And we saw that circulating, and we like wanted to have like a protest like that Saturday, because we saw it getting so much momentum. We like didn't really know anything about like planning or organizing a protest or anything like that, so we kind of just went there Saturday, 2 Saturdays ago, on which I guess it would have been the 13th, on at 1, and like Ventura High School was like graduating from in front of it. Right. We were like, oh no, like we, our plan has been foiled. Like the high schoolers are graduating. We didn't want to like, disrupt that. I mean, not that like it would be much of a problem, but like honestly, like let them graduate in peace. So we like we were like, okay, like what should we do? So we brainstormed, we talked about it, and then we were like, hey, like how about we like hit up the people who started the petition and see if they have any ideas. And then so we did, and they were like, yeah, like we told them like we wanted to have a protest and like about basically what happened. and they're like, well, totally, like we'll hook you up with like people who like, you know, who are like more knowledgeable than like we are. Yeah.
Ben,
Yeah.
I am so sorry. I'm sure we could go on and on, but that is all we have
Yeah.
time for today. So I want to
Okay.
thank you very much for your time.
Yeah.
And I want to thank the public, you, for checking out Our Ventura's TV. We'll see you again.
Yeah.